We all want to take actions today that create positive benefits for our children, our grandchildren, and for future generations. We try to secure and retain employment. We try to save our money and build economic security for our families. We try to reduce the health risks around us that we expose ourselves to and our children to. We try to preserve those natural things around us for the enjoyment of future generations. We do it for our future. Our buildings here in South Carolina, like our landscapes, are treasures for our community. They are places that we live, sleep, work, and play. We construct them, preserve them, tear them down, rebuild them, and celebrate their style, form, and beauty. But unlike our wetlands, rivers, and seas, we don't spend a lot of time talking about the urgency that surrounds fixing them and sustaining them. The fact is, most people don't see beyond the mortar, paint, and windows, nor do they know about the underlying story that runs deep throughout our buildings and through the lives of their inhabitants. The untold truth is that thousands of families in South Carolina are caught in a serious economic struggle under their walls and their roofs. They're trying to stay cool and comfortable in our warm, humid environment, but they're unable to afford to do so. Their old and inefficient homes are too costly to keep them comfortable. They get caught in an unsustainable cycle of $300, $400, $500 energy bills, and these expenditures put them in debt. This debt causes them to have to forego other necessities and is only outweighed by the burden of their monthly mortgage cost. This story is shared not just by the low income, who carry this burden more than any other demographic, but by as many as 35% of families living in Charleston County. These families spend as much as 40% of their combined income on monthly energy costs. 40%. We also know that our buildings are creating lasting and unpredictable impacts on our environment, producing more than half of the greenhouse gas emissions across the U.S., even more than our cars and trucks on our roads that we so clearly equate to causing our climate problem. They demand alarming amounts of natural resources. Their runoff and other byproducts impact our wetlands and other landscapes that we hold so dear. And they cause us to have to invest millions and millions of dollars to construct one new power plant after another to keep up with our demand for the energy they consume. None of us want to pass these mounting burdens to our children. And guess what? We don't have to. We don't have to stop building. We don't have to stop providing shelter. We don't have to stop running our mechanical systems that keep us comfortable. But we do have to take the problems of our built environment seriously and attack them at a global and local scale. Smart design, efficient systems, sustainable materials and technologies, and an understanding of how our buildings work as systems. These are tools that we can use to positively impact every single building in our communities, new or existing. That's what our organization, the Sustainability Institute, does. These are our stories, and we hope that something in these stories inspires you to join our movement to ensure a green future for all of our South Carolina communities. We empower families with the skills they need to improve their homes and lower their energy use. We work with businesses to create plans to help them reduce their environmental footprint and to empower their employees as environmental change makers. We create citywide initiatives that make it easier for families to make their homes more energy efficient, to have quality work done to them, and to access the financing and resources that are critical motivators to making these changes. We study, test, demonstrate, and share best practices. We train and build the infrastructure of local people that will become our workforce. And in all cases, we empower and inspire.
So the Institute, when we were first founded, we were specifically designed to help homeowners and designing programs that would specifically address the simple, low and no cost things that anyone can do to their house to cut their energy bills. And we first started small, and so what we designed was programs that helped homeowners, specifically saving that amount of money.
We've had over 4,000 families attend training workshops on energy conservation since 2003. These families learn simple, low-cost actions that they can immediately take in their homes to reduce their energy bills. The Institute tracks what these families do in their homes to conserve energy. We've documented over $2 million in savings for these families so far, and we'll hit the $6 million mark by 2014.
I'm Pat Sullivan, and I've been a fan of the Sustainability Institute since 2007. I'm a great admirer of them. We're stewards of this environment. We are borrowing it, frankly. And so I think we've got to do our best to leave it in even better shape than we got it. And the Sustainability Institute just knows so many things that can help us live that way.
We're very proud of our demonstration centers. These cutting-edge facilities both house our offices, but are also places where our community education happens. These centers showcase sustainable technologies and green building techniques, but they're also places that help individuals become inspired and excited about sustainability. Our greenhouse facility is an old 1940s home that we've converted into a demonstration facility. The greenhouse facility on Montague was acquired from a family that was experiencing over $300 a month in energy cost. Since that time, we've been able to bring those bills down to about an average of $40 a month. Through that facility, we demonstrate simple, no and low cost techniques that any homeowner can use to lower their energy bills. Our facility at 113 Calhoun Street is a historic 1880s Charleston single that serves as a living laboratory and active learning environment. Through this building, we showcase techniques to improve buildings in ways that protect their historic integrity. With over 30% of homes on the peninsula of downtown Charleston being historic, this building has become an important teaching tool for downtown homeowners and really anyone with a historic home.
We came to a universal truth, is that eventually a homeowner is going to have to work with a building professional. Now this could be architects, it could be contractors, it could be anyone. And the problem is in many cases those contractors didn't have the skills needed to help reduce those energy bills. We understood that we had to retool that industry. We found that with a downturn market, more and more contractors are trying to focus on things that can help them pay their bills and help them be successful businesses. So what we designed was whole programs designed to help them integrate energy efficiency into a successful business plan. And once they can do that, we can give them a steady stream of customers that will help them be a successful business. Our homeowners need it. Everyone knows that. No one wants their energy bill to be as high as it is. The nice part is we've got a workforce prepared and ready to step up to the needs of that organization.
The Charleston-wide Impact Project is a grant-funded project to help us study our local housing economy, to study the current energy efficiency of our homes, understand better what are best practices for improving them, and raising awareness and conducting community education to help people know what their resources and opportunities for having more energy efficient, comfortable, and healthy homes are. Our labor force includes energy advocates that come in and do the home energy tests, home improvement contractors, as well as the administrative side of programs that help to provide financing, rebates, education, and customer service. For a home that's 3,000 square feet, 2 people occupy it, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. The annual energy bill for this house was $2,800, and after energy efficiency improvements that we've done through the Impact Project, the bill should come down to about $1,800. So that's $1,000 a year in savings. If we're able to produce outcomes like that for other houses that we serve in this project, and be able to put information out for anybody to be able to have outcomes like that, that's going to make a huge impact on our community. The Sustainability Institute has a great record of working with the individual and on the household level. And my role here, when I started with the Institute, was to broaden that scope to the community level, and thus began the Green Cities Initiative. The purpose of the Green Cities Initiative is to work with local municipalities, private government, and like-minded organizations to identify strategies and combine resources to promote sustainability on the community level. The end result was a playbook of issues and concerns to be attended to as Charleston pursues a more sustainable future. Through the Green Cities Initiative, the Institute has worked with the cities of Charleston, the city of North Charleston, Charleston County, and other South Carolina municipalities to help them identify goals, pursue strategies, and inform their tactics for improving the sustainability of their communities. The benefit of local municipalities partnering with the Sustainability Institute is the expertise we bring for energy issues and our experience in working with the community to raise awareness and encourage action to promote energy efficiency and thus more sustainable communities. Local municipalities have reached out to us for our technical expertise in identifying resources and best points of investment on the community level for promoting sustainability.
The Charleston Battery decided to fundamentally change the way that it does business back in 2007. The Sustainability Institute were a tremendous asset to us. Really, they were our guide in this process. We had an idea of what we wanted to do, but we had no idea of the scope that was possible for a business like ours. So when we contacted the Sustainability Institute, they came in and they actually did a great job. They looked at every single aspect of our business, and they put together really a very comprehensive blueprint of the things that we should be doing, that we could do if we had the resources to change the way that we do business. We followed the plan that they came up with pretty much to the letter, and it was a tremendous help. You know, it was really special for me when the solar panels went in. It was something we put there specifically because we wanted them to be visible to everybody that came to the games. We're also on television with the soccer team, so we placed them adjacent to the scoreboards so that even on the national television broadcast, people would see them. And I think it makes a statement really about the way that we are as a business and the commitment that we've made to this process.
Charleston Wise is a grant-funded program through the Department of Energy where we are going to assist homeowners in making energy-related improvements to their home. The idea behind the program is to help a homeowner reduce their energy consumption by at least 15%, although we are really targeting 20+% increase. And for many of our families, that's the equivalent of $60 to $70 a month. I mean, this is a big deal. And so one of the things that we decided to do was to assist all of the homeowners in helping to select a contractor. So what the program helps them with is how do you find a contractor who can provide the energy savings that you're looking for, and then how can we help you by offering rebates and potentially financing options to get them through the process.
The Energy Conservation Corps targets young people who live within the City of Charleston and City of North Charleston areas. And they actually are recruited by word of mouth through local community action agencies, through churches, neighborhood associations. They come in with us and serve 6-month terms as AmeriCorps volunteers. During their term of service, they learn all the facets for weatherization technician service. And when they leave our program, they go on to gain employment with local weatherization and energy retrofit programs. The focus on the Energy Conservation Corps is giving young people from the at-risk populations viable job opportunities for the future. And to classify, at-risk is very broad. Anyone of a young age who has a question mark somewhere in their future, technically they're at risk. So oftentimes we have young people come to us, they have a plan, they have a goal, they just may not have the necessary means to get there. So through our training, we're able to give them the advantage to go out and find gainful employment and to also continue with their educational goals through their AmeriCorps service as well.
I was listening at the TV and I heard about it, and that night I took a chance and called that number, and never believing someone would answer that time of night, and they answered. So I went there to get the information, and then wasn't no long period of time that y'all came out. My house was so cold until this house didn't have no insulation, and I had someone to do some at the bottom, and I couldn't afford for no one to do the top. But then it was such a blessing, I tell you, that when I got in touch with y'all, I just didn't worry about anything else no more. It seemed like y'all was a blessing. Found out how much air was coming into my house, and I cried for a while because I knew I was cold, but nobody else could feel about me. And the floor, breeze was coming from the floor, the walls, the bathroom, everywhere in my house. My light bulb was up there. I had to go get help from human service over and over. Times I couldn't get help, people helped me. But the amazing thing that after I got this done, the first month my light bulb went down to $134.
So Ms. Smalls, how much was your energy bill before we came in and worked on your house?
It was like $300 a month.
How much is it now?
It's come down to 100 and something.
The Sustainability Institute has a green jobs program that goes into the communities to reach those that may have a barrier, those that might be out of work during this current state. And what we do is we recruit them and we put them through training so they can learn cutting-edge technology on how to be energy efficient. Not only what they can do for their own homes, but what they can do for a community, what they can do for an occupation and a career. So far, we've been very successful. We have watched lives transform. We've made differences in numerous of households. And most of all, we have really created a momentum of individuals that are getting the light and walking into pathways of success.
And I saw an opportunity to learn a new trade, so I chose to take courses that led me to Energy Conservation Corps and set me up to get a permanent job. It's a long time coming, really. I've been in jail, couldn't find no job when I got out of jail. And the program, they accept felons. So there's literally no excuse why you can't succeed, because the tools are here, the classes are here, the company is here. There are people here to help you, and ECC is one of them.
How can you join us and support our work at the Sustainability Institute? It's easy to get involved. Follow our movement towards a sustainable South Carolina. Come by one of our facilities for a cutting-edge tour, visit our Facebook page, look at our website, and join us on Twitter. Second, take advantage of all that we have to offer, from educational workshops to our programs that can offer you rebates and incentives so that you can finish your projects at a reasonable cost. Third, become a supporter of our organization. Our programs are only made possible by the generous support of individuals and businesses in our community. Your investment in us is an investment in our future.
Join me in supporting the Sustainability Institute.
Join me.
Join me.
Join me.
Join me.
Join me.
Join me.
Join me in supporting the Sustainability Institute.